Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Let's do today's CSS Daily Target. All right, and we've got rectangles galore. Definitely a fun one. Okay, so how do we make this? What do we do? Today, what am I feeling? Today I'm feeling maybe it's 3, maybe it's 4 different elements in box shadows, but here, let's do one thing at a time. Let's do it. We'll do the first. We put the dark color on the body. Put the margins on an element, and then we're gonna create it. And it's pretty short. What is it? Like 20 pixels tall. This first guy here. We'll do. I'm doing the easy part first, which is I say don't do the easy part first, or I try to do the hard part first, but that's all right. I think today. It's gonna be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 65, 66, 67. All right, and then do a box shadow that's at 0, 100 pixels, let's say. And I'm going to set the color. I'm going to go ahead and set the... No, I'm not. I'm not going to set the color. I'm just going to do that. All right. That's not... There it is. 120. So let's make another one. And you see where that shows up. We're going to do P plus P. So this is, we're going to target the second element. And I want to rotate 90 degrees. Not too bad. And then I'm going to use translate. And I think we're going to do what? 50 pixels 0. 50 pixels minus 30 pixels. If they're the same size, and I think they might be, then that's going to be just fine. That's a perfectly acceptable way to do that. Now, how do we do these other ones? Are they similar? So I'm going to use the don't usually do this. What if we rotate this 45 degrees? And can we do a translate as well? How about a minus number? And then okay. What if we do, so here's where it gets interesting. I want to do transform origin. 50%, 50%, or 0, 0. That's going to change everything. How about 100%, 0? Whatever's easy. Maybe we won't do that. Okay, so here's our number, and so 120. Then what if we double the size? So scale 2. Oh. That sure. Does that look like it might be similar? It might be. So we need to go up more. 5, 6, 200, 220. 90. Okay. How about 225? 220. 15. This is where getting the numbers right is a little tricky. 80. There it is. And then if we do another one, so part, and I'm just going to keep using the adjacency selector, even though, you know, this is a bad idea. Still, it's kind of fun. Let's do rotate. In this guy, we're going to go, what, minus 45? and then that translate is going to be that number and then more -3. Is that it? Let's submit and see if we got 100%. So this kind of shows you the power of translate, and that's 100% match. I find myself surprised that it was straightforward. Things with angles like this are usually a little harder to do. I am going to replace the adjacency selectors I got with attribute selectors, I think. Now, it's possible some of what I've got going on will be lost. But we're going to see. Yeah, so certain of that is lost. So that means I need to move this scale to here, and then I've got it. Yeah. Now, is that better? Let's do a scale here. We'll do var s or 1, and then these scales can be dash dash s dash dash s, and we got the rotates. And how about we do it a rotate? Now, I'm asking for trouble. I'm changing the order, potentially the order that things get applied in. Rotate var dash dash r or 0. And let's do dash dash r and dash dash r and dash dash r. Because, I mean, in some ways, we're applying an algorithm to each one of these. It's slightly different. So do a T, and the translate on that is 0, 0, dash 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 T, and dash dash T, and dash dash T, and then minify. Let's submit. We minified maybe prematurely. Let's make sure that we didn't move anything around. We probably didn't, but it's possible we did. And we'll unit replace and do a final submission. And that's the way we do it. Just showing you the power of translate, rotate, and scale to move things around. And just a reminder, you can put text in these things. Hello, hello, world, world. CSS is fun. There you go. That kind of ruining the design there. But these are the kind of strange, peculiar, interesting effects you can do with CSS. Because CSS is really a lot of fun. Hope you have a good day. Take care of yourselves. Go make a web page. Bye-bye.